I remember the gigs. I do really remember that the music sort of stays with you. Probably the funniest scene is when David has a drink with the band and just wants them to like him so much, and he's just trying to guess what music they like, and he's pretending that he's a big Arctic Monkeys fan. And then he talks about football, because it's just excruciating. It's a middle-aged man trying to be down with the kids, and he's failing miserably. So I love that squirmy, oh, just leave it, you know.
Whenever we were with the band, it was hilarious. I think the one big memory that stands out was the scene where Brent pays the band to have a drink with him. And that scene was as awkward to shoot as it is to watch, you know, just because we were just sat in silence in this, you know, lifeless, soulless hotel bar. And we didn't know, Ricky wouldn't tell us what he was going to say. So this was an unscripted scene. So he was just like, look, I'm going to try and start conversation. You guys just ignore me, or, you know, if you want to get involved, get involved. So we just never knew what he was going to say. So we were sat there. You'll notice when you watch it, we're always just looking at our feet because we don't want to make eye contact with each other because we don't know what he's going to say. And he kept changing what he was saying. But at one time, like the bit you see in the movie, he decides to talk about football. We were like, what the hell? Like, Ricky doesn't know anything about football. So he's like, oh, you know, about time England won a World Cup. We're just like, oh God, don't look at me, don't look at me. And then he just points at me and goes, Sturridge. And I was like, oh God. Like that scene was pain in a good way.
It is sad. I think people will feel sorry for Brent a little bit now. I mean, back in the day, you know, he was 39, a bit of a prat, and, you know, but now he's 55 and he's in a job he doesn't really like. He's sort of bullied because there's a new alpha male in town these days. You know, it's a harsher world, and he's like an old ghost, and so you sort of realise he's not as bad. I mean, he's still a prat, and he's great to watch, and it's funny, but it's a little bit sad. I just think it could be your uncle or something. Do you know what I mean?